Hey guys, Alex here with Armadillo Armament. Today we are going to be discussing two products that I wanted to highlight about reducing your downrange signature on your carbine or rifle. That being the EOTech Hex Cap and then the Lighcap. Now, before we jump into the video, I have partnered up with Red Pawn Shop. He makes really cool patches of armadillos with quad nods and MCXs. If you use code Armadillo, you'll get 5% off your order. I'll get a small kickback, and he will be planting a tree and removing 1 pound of junk from the ocean. You're not only buying a really cool patch, you're saving the planet. So, today's video is going to be separated into two parts. The first part is going to be discussing, in my opinion, the less interesting one. That is going to be the EOTech Hex Cap right here. And the second part of the video will be on the Lighcap, which many of us have seen on Instagram being produced by companies like 100 Concepts. It's also important to note that a really awesome YouTuber named Hop on YouTube just in his most recent video released a video discussing 3D printed products, discussing the HRF Magwell, the 100 Concepts Lighcap, and then once again the Hex Cap. I promise I plan to make this video beforehand. It's just funny that he made the same video a week prior. Now, I actually commented and I received a comment back from the company that makes one of these products, so I'll be discussing that in the video. All right, so let's start with the least interesting or the less interesting of the two, and that is going to be the EOTech Killflash. Now, these products are not made by 100 Concepts. This EOTech Killflash is made by Alex Armory, funny enough, Alecs, and that is on Etsy. Now, the 100 Concepts EOTech Killflash is, I'll put a price on the screen right now, but clearly you can see that it is a fairly expensive product, and it is a 3D printed product at that. This isn't throwing any shade at 100 Concepts. I would love to support them and work with them, but their prices are just a little bit expensive for what I think the product should be priced at. This product right here comes at $16 on Etsy, and there are a lot of other companies that make similar products. A lot of people that just have 3D printers decide to get into this space and decide to take it upon themselves to create really cool solutions to problems that a lot of us have with our rifles. So once again, no shade there whatsoever, but I chose to buy the Alex Armory version of this because, once again, I didn't want to drop the coin on the 100 Concepts version. Now, I want to discuss the reasons to purchase a Killflash because very rarely are you going to see EOTechs with Killflashes on them. The Killflash is a lot more suitable to a LPVO or a ACOG, and that's for a couple reasons, or at least a prism type optic or a low magnification type optic. It doesn't need to just be an ACOG. But the reason for that is when you are looking through a EOTech or a 1X like a Aimpoint T2, and you are on a clear like 1x magnification, not 0.8, not 2.0, but a clear 1x magnification, you are going to see basically all of these little hex grids within the Killflash, right? When you are looking through a ACOG, which is only a 4x magnification, all those hex grids are going to immediately disappear because the optic is kind of, in a way, seeing through it. You're going to have slightly less light transmission, but you are going to be able to completely see through that optic, which brings up the question, why did you purchase a EOTech Killflash? And that is for a couple reasons. First of all, I grew up airsofting, right? And airsofting is what got me into guns. Airsofting, you will quickly figure out how fast you can wear down your gear, how often lenses break, not just from BBs, but how often lenses break, and once again, just that gear has a shelf life if you don't take care of it. The amount of EOTechs and Aimpoint T2 like knockoffs, EOTech knockoffs too, and just optics or light lenses I have seen break from hitting a barrier or a rock hitting it or hitting the corner of a table is significant. Likewise, if you do UTM training, a lot of people will actually have shields on their optics for that reason as well. A UTM will, of course, completely destroy a EOTech maybe not a housing. I think it will actually mess up some optics pretty well, but it will 100% destroy the glass in your optic. So first of all, durability. Durability is 100% why I'm interested in this product, and less so the signature reduction downrange, which I'm going to be discussing now and with the next product. With a military unit or with I'm just going to call it proper reconnaissance mission, a lot of reconnaissance is observing. And I'm not military or anything, but a lot of shooting is actually observing when you're in the military. You're not just shooting guys 24/7. Instead, you are observing and writing down notes about your environment and what you're observing. Now, without a kill flash on a magnified optic, like let's say a ACOG or an LPVO, that reflective glass can, with the sun positioned the correct way, create a incredibly light spot from where you are, right? If they're looking at you, they're going to see a blinding white light, almost like you have a white light on. And that's just because of reflectivity on a lot of optics that are out there. Now, Hop discusses this in his video, but the EOTech, because it is a holographic reticle, it doesn't need to have that reflective coating as much or really at all compared to a T2 or many other optics. That being said, there is reflectivity with any glass on the planet, okay? So in terms of a downrange signature, a kill flash will help reduce that. And I'm going to be putting pictures and videos on the screen as this video goes on, trying to demonstrate that point to you. I'm not able to really get this in my own environment, but I'll find some videos for you. Similarly, in Ukraine war right now, many people have learned the difficult life lesson that camouflage and basically just blending in is becoming more and more important. The amount of posts and the amount of write-ups I have read where people are moving into helmet scrims and plate carrier scrims and coats that have thermal signature reduction, and they're just gluing, maybe not gluing, but tying leaves and everything to their rifle to blend into their vegetation is massive. It has become a large problem for many people over there as warfare has progressed. So, limiting your downrange signature with a hex cap may be a good idea for you. If you have a ACOG or a LPVO, it definitely makes a lot more sense because it is not occluding your vision whatsoever. I'll be putting a picture on the screen right now, but it's important to remember that when we are shooting 1x optics like a EOTech or an Aimpoint T2, we are shooting with both eyes. So what that means is, yes, my right eye is being impeded by the hex cap, right? So I am technically seeing the hex cap in my view. My left eye is observing the rest of the world, and I'm able to hyperexpose that red dot over the target. So it really is, in my opinion, a non-issue. Now, when it comes to night vision, because of the slightly less light that you're going to be getting into your tube through the optic, right? It can lower your light into your tube and can make the image a little bit darker. That being said, because I have binos, that's actually not an issue. If I had a PVS 14, I would consider it probably a little bit more of an issue, but because I get to use both eyes shooting with my PVS, with my RNVGs over here, it doesn't impede me whatsoever. And overall, I greatly enjoy this product. Now, once again, this product comes in at $16. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. They have no idea who I am. But if you are looking to get a kill flash for your EOTech or your optic for $16, go on Etsy, and that is Alex 3D Printing. I'll put a picture on the screen right now. So the second topic of this video is going to be this scope cap. Scope cap, this light cap. This light cap is made by Hammy 3D Prints. Now, I wasn't even going to be purchasing this kill flash until I found that it was so well discounted on Etsy. This is kind of an addition that I may take off in the future if I find that I really don't need it whatsoever. However, this light cap is something that I'm going to likely be adding to every single one of my rifles and is not a new concept by any means whatsoever. Now, I'm going to bring us back to airsoft because a lot of my, I guess, experience running around with fake rifles and plate carriers and everything comes from airsoft. Airsoft is a phenomenal training tool. I know Garand Thumb and T-Rex Arms, they have videos on this topic, but Airsoft isn't great for learning how to like shoot, right? You need to do that with real firearms and a real dry fire. But what it is good at is teaching you how to move in your gear, how to use your play carrier, how to like properly manage like ammunition, pack your everything, right? So Airsoft is a great training tool. I'll make a video on that at some point in the future. But the light cap, like I said, this is not a new concept. Back when I was in Airsoft, many people would put barrel bags over their light so their light lens didn't get destroyed by a single BB. Or if they hit the corner of like a table, for example, it once again wouldn't destroy your light. People would also put tape over their lenses. People would put anything over their lenses to protect them. So, the durability that a light cap provides is a really great reason to pick up a light cap alone. The ability to protect your light when it is not being actively used is, in my opinion, well worth the $10 that this costs on Etsy. Once again, the 100 Concepts version is a little bit different, probably a little bit better, but it is significantly more expensive, and you can find similar products elsewhere. Now, the second reason, and I guess the reason this was kind of created was for sound, or not sound signature, but a visual signature downrange, light reflecting off the lens of your light and giving away your position. The way this rifle is set up is, yes, I have a EOTech, but I also have a 5 times G45 magnifier back here. So I am able to use this in essentially a reconnaissance type role. I am able to use this for observation. You can, of course, observe with your eyes, but observing with magnification is a large part of shooting. This is a little bit more important, once again, for like a DMR or a high LPVO or medium powered variable optic setup, but I find that this rifle does at least have the capability of, once again, observing, and technically it is possible that light could give away my position in a shit hit the fan situation. That's probably never going to happen, let's be real, but hey, it's a little bit of peace of mind. Um, but that is not the main reason why I purchased this. That is basically the reason that 100 Concepts and a couple other companies have come out with these. But for civilians, that's kind of something we really don't deal with, right? I don't know about you guys, but I don't have many people shooting at me on a day-to-day basis. The last reason and the most important reason why I like the light cap is for going to the range. Now, if you have a Glock 19 with a X300 or a similar weapon, pistol, rifle, anything with a light that is extending past the barrel, you will notice that after only a couple rounds, that light will start to get attacked by carbon. After only I'm going to say a magazine, my entire light up here is completely black, and I need to take a shirt and wipe off that lens. And especially considering I have a Surefire War Comp up here, this light gets absolutely baked. Now, is it the end of the world to take your shirt or to take your finger and clean up that lens on your pistol or on your rifle? No, it's not. But remember, guys, I am a large user of the Roland Special. The Roland Special was kind of created because he didn't like getting carbon on his X300, believe it or not. That's like where the comp even came from. Obviously, it has recoil reduction benefits, but the comp came from just cleaning his light, not having to clean his light as much. The 100 Concepts light cap also does that because when I am using this, when I'm operating with this firearm at the range, I can just flip this up. Carbon is going to spew onto that light cap, and I have found that it is incredibly easy to clean off the light cap as well. Not that it's really completely necessary. That reason alone really solidifies this as something that is going to be on basically every one of my rifles or any one of my weapon lights moving forward that aren't pistols. And you know what? If they come out with something for pistols that's pretty similar but doesn't take up a lot of room, I'd probably do it there too. Now, thinking into the future, if shit ever did hit the fan, obviously when my rifle is operational, the light cap would be off. I've seen a lot of criticisms online of people saying, why would I want my white light to have an extra step to turn on? In a shit hit the fan situation, I want everything to be ready. I'm not going to be having a block over my laser. I'm not going to have like a scope cap on. I want everything to be able to turn on at a moment's notice. And I understand that criticism, but there's a really simple solution to that. Are you ready? At the beginning of your shift, you just flick this thing off. You can actually tighten this band a little bit so it doesn't just free float right there. But at the beginning of your shift, you just flip this light cap off, and now your white light is always ready to turn on. I really don't see really any downsides to this product outside of cost, being $50 on 100 concepts. But once again, that's why I recommend Hammy's 3D prints. And I will be continuing to evaluate both this product and the hex cap over the next couple months. I don't anticipate any issues with it, but I just wanted to highlight these products for you guys, as I know that cost can be a little bit prohibitive for a lot of the items we discuss here. RNVGs, MCX, and every once in a while it's good to show you guys a product that just really helps with a couple quality of life issues you may have with your rifle, that isn't overly expensive. So this is for you guys that constantly ask me to talk about things that are cheaper. If you enjoyed this video, guys, like and comment. Please subscribe. I know this was a little bit of a long tangent video, but hey, I thought it was fun. So if you made it this far, comment down below what your current rifle setup is and what optic you have on your primary fighting carbine. I'm interested to hear what all of my subscribers are currently using, and maybe that'll give me some inspiration for reviews in the future. Thanks again for stopping in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.